A very good morning to my dear students. This is your English teacher, Mrs. Astha Gulati, and today this is the second video, children, of grammar chapter number 6, verbs. In this chapter, children, we are going to do many topics, but the first we will begin with the present participles. What do you mean by present participles? Present participles means the words ending with ing. They are in the ing form and they behave as adjectives. How, children? Let me give you some examples. First, I would say, I want some drinking water. Water can be of many types. But I want today drinking water. Drinking water. Water is a noun and drinking water. Drinking is describing what kind of water I want. I want drinking water. So drinking is an adjective for the word noun. Yes. The bushy forest or the dense forest. So like this, the words which describes the noun or the word particularly are called adjectives. But here the ing words are describing the words. Like for example, in the book we have it's written, children, the example, the crying baby woke up everybody. Means, how was the baby? It was the crying baby. That time the baby must be crying. So it became a crying baby. So crying here becomes an adjective for the word baby. Whenever, children, the word ing in the ing form becomes an adjective, you have to notice if the word in the ing form is describing a noun or any other word which is being talked about, which is the subject. So if the word ing form is describing particularly a word, then it's called the adjective. This is in present participle. It can be in any sentence, children. You have to notice if it's acting like an adjective or not. Okay. So children, here are some one exercise C on the page number 40. Please open your books and please do it in your book itself so that you can practice some of the sentences. Let's begin. Here, children, tick the sentences where verbs act as participles. The police officer checked our driving license. Checked is a verb and it's not acting as a participle. The children are quarreling with each other. Are quarreling with each other? Are they? Is it as a participle? Yes, it is. The shops on the streets were burning after the earthquake. Yes, again, it is acting as a participle because it is in the ing form also. Ramit couldn't find a parking slot at the venue. Ramit couldn't find a parking slot. Find is the verb and it's not acting as a verb, children. So I am not ticking it. The fifth sentence, trekking was quite an experience for us. Experience, trekking. Trekking again is a verb, children. So it is in the ing form. It's a participle. So here I have ticked it. Let's go to the other topic, that is past participle. So children, here we are in the past participle. Past participle are the words which we do it in the V3 form. We are doing it now also, children. In the assignment section we do verb forms and the V3 form is the same as past participle. The past participle, the words end with ed or t also. Like some of the words, children, make, made and then made again. Learn, learned and then learnt again. See, saw, seen. Yes, all these words, some of the words end with other words also. Like I gave you the example, learnt, then I gave you seen, yes, then some words make it a note that ends with the other than ed. Many words end with ed also in the same V3 form also, past participle also, but many words change in other forms. So make a note and give me 5 to 10 words, children, which ends with the other word becomes other word in the past participle. So, which is the work has already been done in the past tense. In the past, it has already been done, the work is completed, so it becomes V3 form. Okay, so it's a past participle, past. The word denotes, children, that the work has been done. Let's continue to do some exercises. Children, with the past participle form, I would like to tell you some more things. First, the past participle form denotes the work has been done. The work is complete and it is forming a perfect tense, children. Perfect tenses means what? The work has been completed, it has been done in the past. Okay? So now the words, some of the words we will discuss, like trim, trimmed, and trimmed in the V3 form also, in the past participle form also. The uniform was trimmed with lace. The next word, bent, children, bend, bent, and bent. Both the words in the V2 and V3 form means in the past form and in the past participle form. Both are same. The next word is frozen, freeze, froze, and frozen. Children, see, in the V3 form means past participle form, the word freeze becomes frozen. Now going to the next word, burnt. The town was half burned down in 1902. Burn, burned, and burnt. The word burn becomes burnt in the past participle form. Worn. Ria had worn a beautiful dress on her birthday. Children's, wear, wore, and worn. Okay? Wear becomes worn. Am I clear, children? Make a list of some of the words so that you can learn them and use them, children, while you talk. Okay? Now going to the next exercise. Choose the correct participles to fill in the blanks. Here, children, we have to use the correct participle, means in the ing form or in the past participle form, in the present participle or in the past participle. You have to make a note down what is going on. It is needed present participle, you have to fill in the present participle form, and if it is needed the past participle, you have to write the past participle form. So the next sentence, children, the first sentence, the dash boat left the harbour. Left the harbour, the sailed boat or the sailing boat? The sailing boat left the harbour. A sailed boat cannot do it because sailed is the past tense, past participle. So the sailed boat cannot go. The sailing boat can leave the harbour. Eat the dash orange. Peeled orange or peeling orange? It is, we can eat the peeled orange only. Yes. The plumber will repair the dash tap. The dripping tap. The dripped tap, it cannot be, children, it will be wrong. The next question, number 4. Everyone was busy looking for my lost ring. I cannot say my losing ring. I am losing and everybody is looking for it. No, I have lost it and everybody is now looking for my lost ring. I couldn't find drinking water anywhere. Drank water, children, past participle will be wrong. The word drank comes from drink, drank, and drunk. Okay? The bird came in through the broken window. The hanging gardens were beautiful to see. Hanged garden, children, will be wrong. The tired mason sat down to rest. How was the mason? He was tired. Okay? So let's go to the another topic now. The next topic we have, children, is direct object. What do you mean by direct object? Direct object means the work is being done for what? Means verb plus what? In the book you can read, children, the direct objects come directly after, just after the verb. If I would say I am reading a book, reading is the verb and what I am reading? A book. The book is the object and reading is the verb. So verb plus what? What I'm doing? I'm reading. Reading what? Reading book. Book is the object and reading is the verb. Now in the sentences, when the sentence is giving you the object just after the verb, it answers to you the question reading what, baking what, looking at what. So I'm looking at the painting. Looking is the verb and painting is the object. I'm teaching my class. Teaching is the verb. Teaching whom? My class. So class is the object. Okay children, in the sentences children, it's very easy. Looking what, doing what, work, verb plus it answers to the question what and whom. I'm looking at my children. Looking at what? Looking at my children. I'm teaching, I'm loving, loving whom? My baby. Mummy is cooking. Mummy is cooking what? Cooking is the verb. Cooking what? Pizza, dinner, lunch, anything children. And what she is cooking, the word becomes the object in the sentence. So when the verb is answering what directly just after the verb, it becomes the direct object. Am I clear? Let's see what is in the exercise C and we'll do it here in the book only. Okay? Here children in the page number 42, exercise C, we can read these sentences, underline the verbs and write the direct objects of those verbs in the given blanks. Means children, you have to underline the verbs and then you have to tell me what the verbs are doing. Means what is the action for? Mary gave. Mary gave what? A pen to Max. So gave is the verb and pen is the direct object. So you have to write the direct object in the blanks. Next is the cook made some soup. Made is the verb and made what children? Made soup. Soup is the direct object. She read the book. Read is the verb and book is the object. The tailor stitched a suit. Stitched what children? Stitched is the verb and suit is the direct object. Remy bought some chocolates. Remy bought what children? Bought is the verb. Bought what? Chocolates. Chocolate is the direct object. Ira wrote a novel. Wrote is the verb and novel is the direct object. I hope so children, you are doing it in your books and please understand the topic very properly. So, I hope so children, the last topic was very clear to you, the direct object. Now, we are going to the next topic in this chapter, that is transitive and intransitive verbs. So children, let's begin with the transitive verb. Transitive verbs answers to the question what. The action is being held, the action is being done and the action about what. The first example children, the lady drives a car. Drives is the verb. Driving what children? Driving a car. So it is answering to the question driving what. If it is answering driving what and it's written in the sentence driving a car, so here drives is the verb which is being done with the object car. So children, here you can see the drives, the verb is used with an object. So it's called the transitive verb. The sentence, the verbs which has an object with it are called the transitive verbs. What are intransitive verbs children? Similarly, the opposite of transitive verbs. The verbs which do not have an object with it. Like the lady drives. Drives nothing. It is not written in the book. It is not written in the sentence. Drives is alone. The verb is alone. It has no object. Drives what? Driving can be of many types. Drives a bus, drives a train, drives a car, drives a jeep and many other vehicles. But it is not mentioned. The object is absent here. So if the object is not there in the sentence, they are called intransitive verbs. The sentences which do not have an object are the intransitive verbs. The verbs which is not having any object with it. Okay, so let's discuss some of the sentences in the book. Here children, first we will do the transitive verbs. Grandmother bakes bread. Grandmother bakes. Bakes what children? Bakes bread. So bakes, the verb is having an object also. So bread is the object and bakes is the verb. The artist painted a portrait today. Painted is the verb and the verb is having an object also children. See, portrait is the object and so it is the transitive verb. She kicked the ball hard. She kicked. Kicked what children? The ball. So kicked is the verb and the object is the ball. So it is again a transitive verb. Here in intransitive verbs children, grandmother bakes well. Bakes what children? Bakes everything. It can be anything. Bakes bread, bakes biscuits, bakes pastries, cakes, whatever. So here the object is absent. It is not there. So if the verb is alone, it has no object, it is called intransitive verb. The artist painted today. Painted is the verb, but painting can be done with anything children. Painting, he can paint a portrait also, he can paint a picture also, he can paint a scenery also. But if the object is not there, it is called intransitive verb. Again the last sentence children, she kicked hard. She kicked hard what? She kicked hard the cupboard, the table, the ball, the basketball, anything can be there. So here the object is absent. So it is called intransitive verb. I hope children you all understood. Let's do the exercise D. Here children, in the exercise number D, write T for transitive and I for intransitive verbs. In these sentences, circle the objects of the transitive verbs. The first one, the child cried. Here, cried, the verb doesn't have any object. So it is intransitive verb. The window broke. Again, the verb broke do not have any object with it. So it is intransitive verb. Third, the lady bought flowers. The lady bought what? The lady bought flowers. Bought is the verb and verb is having an object, that is flowers. So it is transitive verb. The sun rises in the east. Rises is the verb and east is the place. So rises where? Rises in the east. So again it is transitive verb. The old man coughed loudly. So it is, children, coughed. How did he cough? He coughed loudly. So loudly is not an object here. It is the adverb. Coughed is the verb and coughed how? Loudly. So it is not a transitive verb. It is intransitive verb. My brother broke a window. Broke, verb. Broke what? A window. So window is the object. So it is transitive verb. The plumber repaired the taps. Repaired is the verb children. Repaired what? Repaired taps. So it is transitive verb. She lifted the carton by herself. Lifted here is the children. Lifted is the verb and carton is the object with it. So it is again a transitive verb. Let's go to the next exercise number E. In this exercise children, look at each pair of sentences. The first sentence in each pair has an intransitive verb. Add a suitable transitive verb to complete the second one. One has been done for you. Jaya teaches. Jaya teaches us. Kelly writes. She has written many poems. The tiger ran fast. It killed the hunter. Farid plays well. He won the trophy again. Jenny is eating. She has just eaten a large burger. My brother is older. He flies planes. So children, please do all these exercises in your books, and in the next video we will be doing the next subparts of the chapter, that is phrasal verbs here, and the few more topics. So Please do it again and wait for the next video.